Hey guys, it's your boy Brohun, bringing you a mid-level update on my double imbue rogue. I've already unlocked tier 4 on level 61, but I went to tier 4 and it was a little too hard, but I did a dungeon on like 14 levels higher mobs, but it was really slow, so I came back to tier 3. I'm in the middle of a dungeon, just want to showcase how the build is shaping up. I think it's looking okay. It's nothing super crazy, but I am sort of enjoying it. This is 5 levels above Nightmare Dungeon. Just doing this level a little bit so I can move to tier 4 as soon as it feels good. So we're working around imbues as our main source of damage. The poison imbue, of course, coupled with what is called cold imbue for CC purposes to keep us safe, to freeze the mobs. We also are using Penitent Greaves. We found 2 of those. I honestly had my doubts not having multiple evades, but it's been working out really well, so I'm very happy. Mostly I'll get to this when we get more in depth what the build is actually doing, but I think it is actually a damage multiplicator, the Penitent Greaves, so that's why we're using them. If it was just for the CC, I don't think we would be. And as I said, we were in the middle of the dungeon when I started the recording, so we're going to the boss just to quickly show the single target capabilities. So yeah, the boss is really melt. And it's a good time. I'm leveling up my exploit glyph to 15 so I can comfortably slot it into the Paragon. The Paragon is in shambles right now, so don't worry about it. I'm just testing what works and what doesn't. It's still early days of the Paragon, so don't worry about that. So if you want to follow in my footsteps and do something similar, of course this is hardcore. Maybe I forgot to say, but how do we check this? This is hardcore, right? So how do we do this? It's a very simple board. No basic skill, twisting blades, good passives. I don't even know if this is worth, if I'm honest. I'm keeping it because I'm hardcore. Just Shadow Step for Unstoppable. Here, because we're using Penitent Greaves and I want some sort of... I had a point spare, really, and I just want some sort of cooldown reduction on the dodge. Weapon Mastery, of course, every rogue build has to have it. Concealment, really super good, mostly because it replenishes the energy. We become energy starved sometimes, so this is really good. And of course, serves as a guaranteed vulnerable applicator, especially on single target, but in a pinch as well. And Smoke Grenade, I really like this skill. I think it's super good. It provides CC on demand, very, very quickly, very snappy. It also is a damage multiplicator, albeit for quite a short time, but if you're applying poison, if it's really good, because I believe the damage from the poison snapshots from the moment when you put it. And this is just for cooldown reduction on it. I don't even know if this is good. Maybe we skip these points altogether because this is not really that good either. So maybe this is a point to save, but I don't know. I think it's fine. Exploit, and obviously we want to pick up Malice. I just don't know where to get the points. Maybe we take them from here and from here. So we have 2, and find one somewhere. I don't know, maybe here. But we'll get to that. But yeah, we really want Malice, but I'm waiting for the exploit glyph to happen to work this over. So we have more vulnerable, so this becomes bigger value. Poison imbue are main source of damage really, with crit augment. We were early on we were running with lucky hit. I don't even know which is better, honestly, because this is really good if you can crit reliably. This is really good if you can lucky hit reliably. And Twisting Blades has kind of good lucky hit. It's like 37%. So I don't know. Cold Imbue, I would love to have more ranks here because the chill amount actually becomes sort of significant the higher you go. But one is perfectly enough. We have vulnerable application on lucky hit, really good. I actually didn't know where my vulnerable application was happening, and then I read this and oh, it's here. And more damage when things are crowd controlled or frozen, but this is only on those specific skills, right? And here, this is the reason we run Penitent Greaves, 15 or 30% more like multiplicative damage versus chilled and frozen. Really good. Here, I'm running this because I often get essence, what's called energy starved, and I don't even know if it's good. Maybe we sacrifice this for damage on like bossing or something. And here I really like this. I think it's pretty significant because we want this vulnerable lucky hit chance, and also we're relying heavily on this legendary to give us basically infinite poison imbues. So this is lucky hit on crit, so it's pretty hard to proc, and there is actually a way to proc it very easily with the seasonal affix, but I don't want to do that honestly. It's really good here. Third cast of puncture is poison imbued, so this makes it basically we get free of charge imbued skills, and as you can see, this is only on critical strikes of poison imbued skills and it's lucky hit. So it's like very specific kind of lucky hit that has to happen for this to proc. This has to be a poison imbued skill, this has to be critical strike, and it has to be a lucky hit. So it's a lot. It's very hard to proc it, but and the puncture build really procs it a lot. So maybe this is like the way to do bossing, is to sacrifice smoke grenade, get puncture, get that legendary affix, and just have infinite poison imbue and just blow bosses. Other than that, yeah, we have momentum. Really good. Momentum is cracked. Very good. On the Paragon, we just went with the imbuement board, and we haven't gotten much further. I'm using the imbue glyph for now, and I will be getting the, where is it? The exploit. Here probably, right? Level 12, so only 3 more levels. Hopefully happens soon. So yeah, that's my update. Maybe I'll quickly run through the important here. I really love this. Chilled enemies that are poisoned by poison imbue, critically by poison imbue and not by poison trap, will be further chilled. Basically means that if you run over enemies with penitent griefs or with your cold imbue just once and they're poisoned, they will continually be chilled until they're frozen. And those frozen enemies take more damage from your poison. So it's a really good synergy and actually provides a lot of CC when you're running through the dungeon. It's nothing, this is disobedience of course. The damage on imbue, it's negligible until later when we can actually put it on a really high roll and a really good weapon. I think it's good on this slot on two-handed, but I want to put something like this. Killing a vulnerable enemy grants increased regeneration, or there is also, or this, but I don't think it goes on the weapon. Actually this also doesn't go on a weapon probably, so yeah. So this goes on a two-handed, I think. This goes on a ring or amulet, and there is an affix I don't have, which makes it so that we have a chance to daze. So since we're twisting blades, we hit a lot, so we additional dazing is really good. Maybe if we get that, we invest into these nodes. So we knock down when we critically strike a dazed enemy, and then we get additional crit chance, which help us proc the get more damage from poisons and more lucky hits, because all our important lucky hits require a crit as well. So maybe this is really good, but I don't know where we get the points, honestly. It's really rough on Rogue. Everything is so good. So I don't know. Like we could take from here, but at the same we invest less in lucky hit to invest more on crit. I don't know. It's more damage because of this, so maybe it's worth. But on the single target as well, you can't really proc it because you cannot knock down the boss, so you don't get the crit. So I don't know. So yeah, we use this as healing. It's really good. We proc momentum without any issue because momentum wants the enemies to be stunned, dazed, or frozen. We do the dazing with grenade. We're gonna do the dazing with the legendary aspect, and we're doing freezing with penitent greaves and cold imbue. And we run around with twisting blades, so we often even hit the enemies from behind. Other than that, yeah, this is really cracked. I think it's insane, to be honest. This for hardcore. This we talked about, and this is really good because we're getting energy starved. And this is just a twisting blade, and I don't know what to put here. Probably some sort of more damage when we have more energy or something. Some generic thing, for sure. So yeah, we use inner sight as well. That's the build. Thank you for watching. Let me know what do you think. What are you running? How is your season 1 going? I of course haven't ripped yet. This is a rip from way back, from like week 2 of the game. So I haven't ripped. I mean, oh, the hearts, of course. Maybe this is just the hearts are bad, so no reason to talk about this. Let me know how your season 1 is going, and see you around in the next video. Bye.